What's up, YouTube? This is GalacticGod, and welcome to the episode of Yugioh Chat. Now, first off, I got a couple of quick shout-outs I want to give. The first one being to Teamfenghuang, and the second one being to iPadAddictXXV. Now, these, of course, are a couple of up-and-coming YouTubers. They're looking to get some of that YouTube love, so if you can, go check out their channels, comment on their videos, like, rate, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff that people need. It would be much appreciated by them, I'm very sure. So, with that out of the way, I'd like to get on to this week's discussion. Now, what I'd like to talk about is crazy misplays that you see happen. Now, we all see them. We all know that there's a lot of new Yu-Gi-Tubers out there, a lot of new Yu-Gi-Oh players in general, and people make misplays. I mean, even pros make misplays from time to time, but what I'd like to talk about are the craziest misplays that you've ever seen. Now, the craziest one that I personally have ever seen happened once, I'd say about a year and a half ago when I was on campus at my college. I was going through the quad, entering the cafeteria area, and I noticed that there was a couple people playing Yu-Gi-Oh over in the corner. I thought, oh, great, very cool. I can come over, kind of chit-chat, discuss the meta, all that kind of really cool stuff that you want to do when you see other Yu-Gi-Oh players. So I make my way over to them, and they're in the middle of a game. So I was like, sweet, I'll just step back and kind of watch them play. So I see one guy summon Exiled Force, which is kind of like, oh, he's playing like an old-school warrior deck. And he goes and he tributes Exiled for his effect to destroy his opponent's monster. His opponent then chains Wabaku to negate the destruction of his monster and stop Exiled Force. And the other guy looked at him and he was like, are you sure that's how that card works? And he was like, of course. And I'm thinking of myself back there, I'm like, what the heck is going on? That's freaking crazy. And so the other guy's like, alright. And then he lets Wabaku negate the destruction of his monster by his Exiled Force's effect. Pretty crazy, pretty weird. So I thought about it for a moment. I was like, maybe I should let these guys know they're playing that wrong. But then, I see another guy, he summoned some weird normal monster from LOB, and I was like, okay, I'll just let these guys be. I don't want to interrupt their crazy cartoon-ruled, game or whatever. But, crazy misplays happen all the time. People think rules wrongly all the time, and they just have a weird understanding. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh can be kind of confusing for when you first start out or when people explain to you the rules wrong. In the comment section below, let me know the craziest ruling or craziest misplay, the craziest abuse of rules that you've ever seen from a game or a duel, or that you witnessed happen, or that happened to you, or that maybe you did yourself. And I guess that's about it for this week. This is GalacticGod, out.